All right, good morning, boys, and what is up? Today is Monday, August 10th. We had a very interesting trading day to say the least. I secured another $1,000 in payouts on my Lucid Live account. I was down $2,400 and completely recuperated everything. This was ridiculous. Hell of a trade I took today. So our account's at $6,000, meaning we will be receiving $4,000 in payouts over the next 24 hours because I would request anything over $2,000. We have 2.8 pending from Friday, and we're going to request another one today. This is on the funded next accounts, 1.2 per account basically. These are funded, and these are Tradeify evals. I blew my Tradeify evals that I basically passed. I'll go over that right now as well. But I had a bunch of Tradeify evals that were basically passed, and I did end up blowing them. And these are new ones that I made 1.2 on. I'll show you guys every trade I took today and why, right? So for starters, I'm gonna go over Asia. Asia opened with a gap higher, right? That's what we did. We gapped higher. For some reason, don't ask why, I thought price wanted to at least take out this high before filling this gap. Usually price will take out the internal high of 6 p.m. open and then go to fill the new week opening gap. But we did not do that, and I placed a bet that we would have filled that on my evals. So I ended up blowing my evals on that trade. Stupid trade, I'm not gonna lie. Now, after that, I waited for 8 p.m. to open, and 8 p.m. gave us the most beautiful shorts. I don't know what this is. So I was bearish. I don't know. Oh, here, perfect. Okay. We have this low. Let me remove everything, because we have this low right here. This is what I wanted to get taken out. This was an unfilled hourly gap. Or actually, no, this was an unfilled hourly gap, right? If I'm correct. Yeah, unfilled hourly gap. Unfilled hourly gap. Let's take our fib from high to low. We respect that. Take our fib from high to low. 0.79 to the tick. Respect that. Sorry, not even. 0.79 to the tick. Push lower. You guys know me. I wait for 8 p.m. to open. Why? That is a new hourly open and Asia open, meaning we're going to get volatility. Look what 8 p.m. gave us. Move up and move down instantly, right? Wait for 8 p.m. to open. Where does it open? Right here. It gives us an open high, and the second we start pushing lower, I don't even wait for a candle closure. I enter with my stop here, my TP here, basically just for a 1-to-1 risk reward. Took this obviously with 2 minis to make the 1.1. Got a little bit of a better fill actually. I guess I got filled up here, but I made like $1,100 on this trade, basically taking a 1-to-1. I also took this on my evals. Obviously, that was with 4 minis just to make 1.2. Now let's get into AM session. Coming into AM session, a lot of people today were probably bearish. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people were bearish. Why was I bullish out of all people? I literally told the Discord, I'm so bullish today. Well, for starters, why would we be bearish? Right, let's go down that rabbit hole. The daily is rejecting this daily gap. We are clearly wanting to push higher. The 4-hour is not rejecting anything. Literally, we inverse this 4-hour gap. I don't even know if this is OTE. I wouldn't even consider this. I think we're way above. We are way above OTE. We close above bearish OTE, right? I guess you can call it an inverse OTE. Everything about price is bullish, right? The only thing bearish about price is the fact that we just went lower. That's not even a sign that we're bearish. That's a retrace, right? So we can still mark out this hourly gap. We can still mark out the fact that we swept all session lows and left session highs and left midnight open, which we actually just tapped into. So swept Asian lows inside this hourly gap, targeting London highs and midnight open could be our objective for the day, right? Let's take a look even deeper. Let's grab our fib from low to high, right? What did price do today? Oh, look at that. We beautifully respected 0.705 on the 15-minute and respected 0.79 beautifully on the 5-to-1 minute, right? The way price respected this fib level is not a coincidence, right? When I saw price respected this way, I was honestly ready to long off like a reaction here. Thank God I didn't. I think I would have blown my account. right? First thing I did, we tapped into 0.618, as you can see here. We push higher. So what do? I'm like, all right, this might be the bottom, right? I long here, targeting an unfilled hourly gap above us. That was my objective for the day. So this is my long. Guess who went in with 3 minis and lost 40 points? I think I lost a little bit more than this. Or, sorry, not because I lost 2.4 thousand. So let me do some math. Divided by 20, divided by 3, 40 points. Yeah, so I lost 40 points on this trade. I think my fill was just higher like that. So this is the trade I took. I got destroyed on this, right? So what I do is I waited for price to give me a better entry. I actually ended up entering here again with another 3 minis, targeting this high. Now, although this would have hit TP, by the way, it basically did. And guess what I did? I tried closing up here. Why? Because I didn't like the way ES was moving. It literally looked like it was getting set up for shorts. ES basically looked like it was just respecting OT and flipping lowers. I was like, all right, yo, I low-key want to get out of this trade. When we took this high, I manually exit. I don't know if you guys are watching, like you guys aren't going to remember this because it's a random candle, but price literally, I'm not even trolling. I close up here. It flips 30 points in the span of 1 millisecond. So by the time I close my trade, price is all the way down here. So I end up losing money. I was up $1,000 on this trade. I close. Now my account's still down $300. So I'm like, yo, this is some bullshit, right? So what do? I low-key wait for a re-entry because that was some BS, right? Price respects 0.709 like it used to. Goes up. Sorry, we still have the same draw on liquidity. We still have this hourly unfilled gap above us, but now what? Now it's 10 a.m., right? Meaning the 9 a.m. candle also just formed that unfilled hourly gap. So now we have a new draw on liquidity being this unfilled hourly gap. We do make an SMT there. I don't care much about it. Why? Because if we take a look at ES, ES does not have that 9 a.m. hourly gap. ES only has this hourly gap that is resting above it, right over here. So I don't care about ES until it taps at that hourly gap. That's the only point in price where I see ES can push lower, is this high up here, right? So we take a look at price. What does it do? We respect this hourly gap we're in. We respect the sell side we swept. We start pushing higher. Boom, just like that, top 0.618. What do? Respect it, create a change in state and delivery. I re-enter, targeting this high with very low size. This was with like 2 minis. And I ended up making like 2K on this trade, putting me at, or I was down a little more than $400 because I ended up $970 basically on one account. So I'm gonna be requesting $1,000. That's another $1,000 in daily payouts. I love the Lucid Live account. I love Lucid, bro. Lucid's actually like goated. They're feeding me. I'm already at $13,000. After profit split, I'm at $11.5 thousand in payouts in August, and it's been 10 days, which is goated. So hopefully I can also secure a payout with Funded Next and hopefully Tradeify. That would be like another $20,000 in payouts, which would be awesome. So if you guys have any questions today, besides why I didn't short, and the reason I didn't short is because there's no draws on liquidity for me to target, right? Are there unfilled gaps below us? No. Is there obvious sell side? No. There's just wicks, 4-hour bullish wicks, which could be served as rejection blocks. Is there session liquidity? Yeah, there's New York PM and lunch low, which I really don't care too much about because if we're trading AM session, our main objective is going to be London and Asia. And we swept both of those lows. And we also made like relative equal highs at London, which is an even stronger draw, right? Let's take a look at what ES is doing. ES also has London, right? Oh, we have an SMT at Asia as well. We also had a crazy bullish SMT here with ES and NQ, right? From pre-market, or sorry, wait. From here to here, NQ took these lows out, ES didn't. Did you have an SMT here? Yeah, we did not have SMT here, but we did have this SMT. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll feel free to ask questions and I will always answer. It is always free. I hope you boys have a blessed day and I'll see you boys tomorrow for another trade recap. Peace out.